You join me again for another little walk. Video number 2 this morning. Hang on. Back up your spot. Just coming up checking to see the height of the trees, because you can you can set those pyramid tents up between two uprights, you know, on a guy line. And just coming up, have another look up here. Branches are low, you see. I need a bit of height, but that's all right in there. It's a bit lumpy, but it's all right. You know. I'm just watching what I'm doing because it's boggy, but I want to be over there quickly. Try and keep my feet dry. Oh, let me look. No, there's another one. Water everywhere, man. Shame's a bit short on their natural fuel, like, you know what I mean? Lots of pine. But see that down through there? You see when they're like this? Right? You know, I mean, it doesn't look like your spot, but if it's blown a hoolie. But what you've got to be careful with, you see when you cut the limbs off, you be careful you don't unbalance it, you know what I mean? If you were going to do that, you cut the limbs off a dead tree like that, can't you? And then you use them as your uprights or whatever, you know what I mean? But in the grass, different in the winter, you see, and different in all climates are different. Look at that, there's more. Doesn't matter where you go, there's a water draining off somewhere. Oh. Just look back. I've got the kettle on, I'm quite far away from the bit further along the brook, look. It's a bit noisy. Slows down a bit here, doesn't it? I was thinking about getting down to up here sometime. Look, there's another one. There. Oh, look at that. Here you go. You just over that wall there. Open. Water. It's got a bit of height away from the water. A little bit of protection, mind you, but then it opens up again. But there's a wall there. It's half a house, isn't it? A wall. It's a quarter of a house. All depends if you live in a bungalow or not. And that meanders right round, that does. This here goes right up. There's a couple of open expanses of water up along here where I am. But it's like this everywhere where I am. You know? When I go into hospital, I can't remember the road, what it's called. It doesn't matter because you didn't know where I am anyway, but you look across to all the Munros, man, it's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Just breathtakingly beautiful. It's still got snow on the peaks. It's still cold in Scotland. But birds are singing, so. And every time I come, I see something flying up and down here. It must be a wagtail, but they'll be getting ready, won't they? They'll be getting ready. It's a lot drier this route. He says. Oh, look at that. Up to my ankle. Oh dear me. Get away from that water so you can hear what I'm saying. That's another thing. Oh, boots. I've got some gaiters, man, I can't find them. I need me gaiters, man, because the boots I've got at the minute, they're a bit low. And, I've just gone right in there. They reckon they're waterproof. I don't think anything's really waterproof, do you? Your skin's waterproof. Some of the questions are asked, right, I'm from a big family, they're generally from my family. But why do I do that? This, it's got me pockets in that in. I've got a poncho that goes over the top of it if it starts lashing down, but if it's just like this, that there keeps all my inner clothes warm, dry. And it does breathe. That's why I do it. A long time ago, I don't know if they still do them, but the British Army smocks, they're brilliant. They are really good because they really are windproof, right? But they were issued with Gore-Tex liners on those smocks. And then you'd have your Gore-Tex jacket on top, so it's a done thing. And it's just something I've done ever since I knew what Gore-Tex, how good Gore-Tex was. I had those liners, I had 4 or 5 of those liners, jacket liners. What was it called? Liner, smock, waterproof or something like Gore-Tex or something like that. Tool utility bladed, because they've got funny ways of saying things, haven't they? They can't just say. Iron blue. You take it home with you, man. Fucking lazy cunt. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I reckon they've done there, look. I reckon they can't get that gun because I haven't cleaned it out properly. How was that? Somebody had another go at it. And somebody... I mean, they're buying the timber. They're buying that timber. It's sparse. Like I say, there's spruces up there, but pine burns bright and fast on it, hot, bright, fast on it. Doesn't take much to burn it. Unless you get a pine knot. It'll burn for fucking ages, they will. Do you think these are molehills, or do you think it's just me going? Wonder what they are. Could be molehills. That's still going. Oh, not enough. Oh yeah, that's gone. Gotta have a cup of coffee, man. Yep. So, just a morning chat, really. You know, I don't know if you know, but as soon as you start doing a video, you go, right, I'm going to do that because somebody wants to know that, or I want to say this. And then when you do it, you start thinking, you just can't think what you do. I can't do these videos, man. Not very good at it. I mean, you know, splits of twig fires and that. I've got a twig stove with me. I keep meaning to set fire to that back of burn. I'm going to do that. I've been carrying that around. The tin's getting rusty. I want the tin. I'm going to use the tin as a chalk-cloth tin, I think. And for pound, as in weight-wise, I still think you're better off with the Hexi blocks, man. You know what I mean? I seen the video the other day. It wasn't that particular brand, but somebody said they had one of them and it'd been in their store cupboard or something for a while. But it didn't work that well, and I don't think they burn that hot. Those gel things, you know, the gel stoves I've got. Yeah, gel stove. It's like a tin with a gel in it. Because one of my members of my family is in the catering business, and you get little things that keep food warm and that. So I mean, you boil water under a candle, can't you? Eventually. You can't beat the old Hex box, man. Just as a general purpose bit of kit, not just for cooking on. You know what I mean? They're just good for fires and that. In the stoves, you know what I mean? You can use them more than just for the Hexi blocks. If you turn them upside down, you can get a trangier almost underneath them. You can stick them straight in the fire. You know? There's lots of different ways of people using it. I should get one out really and show you. But you don't even need need the stove there for a Hexi block. You just dig a little divot in the ground, man. Stick your lighter, like a little tiny little Dakota fire pit, and stick your flask or your canteen on the top of your cup. your mug, your kettle. I keep wanting to call me water bottle a flask, you know, because that's what it is. It's not a canteen. I think a canteen is well, now it seems to say like a bottle, water bottle in a cup. I like that old Pathfinder kit. I like that. I've ditched off the bottom stove bit when I'm using the BCB because it's pointless carrying it. I've got the BCB Mark II because your Trangia fits perfectly in there, and you get a nice wind protection from it. So I might buy another one of those just because I like the wide bottle, and I wee in that bottle. That's what I do in the tent, right? And it's easier to sterilise in the morning. You can you give it a good flush out, and you can stick it over the empty, you know, and just heat it up and just clean it right out. I think it's common practice to have a dirty bottle and a clean bottle, isn't it? I know you probably couldn't see that. It's pigeon, wood pigeon. They're easy to catch. Catch them with a fishing kit. Oh, sea steam. You can see steam. Polly! Hey, don't you take that kettle off, son. It's a sack above the fence, that. Oh, you bugger. Went over again. I haven't got the beard laced up yet. One second. Let's make this safe first. Nice and safe. Hang on. I want to say something in a minute. Hang on. Busy. See your water. When you're boiling your water, right? Always keep a little bit in there just to clean up afterwards. Right. But when you're boiling your water, when you filtered it, right? Because I could literally get my Millbank bag out, just filter that water, just pre-filter it and boil it, right? It's good enough for that. But like I said to you before, belt and braces, you are the best bit of kit. You know what I mean? You've got to look after your kit because if you come down, that's it. Right, but when you filter your water, when you're boiling it, right, rule of thumb, rolling bubbles, no tummy troubles. Get it to a rolling boil, bubbling boil. People will probably know anyway, but the higher you go up, right, water will boil at a lower temperature, so you've got to boil it slightly longer. Glaciers and things like that, right? You've got to give it a long boil. If you're worried about it, let it boil and boil and boil. But I would say anything 10-20 second boil, maybe, you know, half a minute boil. If you're worried, you should be alright. Boiling your heavy metals and that, just natural stuff. But yeah, rolling bubbles, no tummy troubles. It's a good way to remember it. And if you're not sure about your water sources and that, right, like, see these ones that are coming down and that, right, if I didn't know this area the way I did, I would walk up that water source a bit and just make sure there's no dead cow or a big fucking cesspit or something, you know what I mean? Have a scout about. You could try, oh look, do you know what? Anyone for tennis? Hey. 2 tennis balls today. Yeah, always scout your area. Like I say, I keep coming back here because I like it, but got great potential, man. I've looked over there a couple of times and I said, I'll just show you. You might get a video of me in there one day. When the weather cracks up here for 2 or 3 nights, I think. Like I say, look, the wife just won't let me come out and play, man. It's fair call. She's the one that's got to come pick me up, or she'd be one to get the phone call saying we've had to drag him out. You come and identify it. See, that's not him. Nah, she knows I'm alright, but you get to a certain age, things start happening to you, don't you know what I mean? I was lucky as a youngster lad, but fitness